Welcome to Love Lies Chronicles.
I'd love to know what you think. Every comment helps me make the next story better. Subscribe to stay tuned. There's something about social media that makes people forget they're married. They post their feelings like they're single, their thoughts like they're unattached, their lives like there isn't someone at home who might actually see it. That's what I was thinking when my phone buzzed with a notification from Jennifer's Instagram. I was sitting in my home office, finishing up some work on a Saturday afternoon. Nothing unusual about that. What was unusual was the timing. I'd spent the entire morning fixing things around our house in Scottsdale. The pool filter had died on Thursday, and I'd finally gotten the replacement part installed that morning. 3 hours in the Arizona heat, but it was done. After that, I tackled the irrigation system timer that had been running on the wrong schedule, then cleaned out the garage because it had gotten out of hand. Jennifer had left around 11 for a spa day with her friends in Old Town. Facial, massage, champagne brunch. The whole package. We'd had a nice breakfast together before she left. She'd seemed happy, even thanked me for handling the pool situation. 7 years of marriage, 10 years together total. We'd been talking about trying for kids soon. She was 32 now, said she was finally ready. The notification came at 4:47. I clicked it without thinking much of it. The photo showed Jennifer in a white sundress at the spa, champagne glass raised, that perfect smile she used for social media. The caption stopped me cold. Feeling single and loving it. No rules, no compromises, just pure freedom. Living my best life. Then came the hashtags. Self-love. Free spirit. No apologies. Living for me. 89 likes already. 23 comments in 12 minutes. I read it again. Then a third time. The phrasing wasn't accidental. You don't accidentally type, feeling single, when you're married. You don't accidentally add, loving it, unless you mean it. I scrolled through the comments. Kelsey wrote, "Yes, girl. About time you remembered what freedom feels like." Whitney added, "You deserve this so much. Some people don't appreciate a queen until she walks away." Then Jennifer's sister Danielle, "Proud of you, sis. You've been carrying dead weight too long. Time to fly." Someone asked what happened. Kelsey responded, "She's glowing. This is what choosing yourself looks like, ladies." I sat back in my chair. Dead weight. Until she walks away. Choosing yourself. These weren't random supportive comments. They knew something. They discussed something. Jennifer had posted this at 4:43 while still at the spa with these exact people. This wasn't impulsive. This was planned. I'd seen this before. My parents divorced when I was 16. I remembered my mother's behavior in the months before she left. The distance. The separate social life. The way she'd check out of conversations while physically present. I knew what it looked like when someone had already left mentally. If Jennifer wanted to feel single, I could arrange that. Permanently. She came home at 6:15, still glowing from her spa day, phone in hand. I was in the kitchen. I'd ordered a pizza for myself. Just myself. "Hey babe, how was your day?" She didn't look up from her screen. "Productive. Fixed the pool filter, irrigation system, cleaned the garage." "Oh, that's great." She was typing, responding to comments with heart emojis. "How was the spa?" "Amazing. So relaxing. Exactly what I needed." Still scrolling. She didn't mention the post. "Interesting. Saw your Instagram post," I said. "Interesting caption." She glanced up briefly. "Oh, you saw that. Just feeling good, you know. Girl power stuff. Feeling single and loving it." That's quite specific. It's not literal. It's about having independence within a relationship. Why are you reading into it? Your sister called me dead weight in the comments. Jennifer's expression shifted to irritation. She's just being supportive of me having my own identity. Don't make drama out of nothing. So you feel single while being married to me. Oh my God, you're being so insecure right now. It's embarrassing. I went quiet. Studied her face. She'd already dismissed me, returned to the couch with her phone, smiling at the screen as new comments rolled in. I went back to my office. The post now had 156 likes and 47 comments. More messages about how happy she looked lately. How this energy was everything. How single life suited her. Not one person had asked if she was okay. They were celebrating. I opened my contacts and found Patricia Mendez. She'd handled a colleague's divorce last year. Efficient, professional, no nonsense. I drafted an email asking to meet Monday morning, explaining that my wife had made her wishes clear via social media. I didn't send it yet. Instead, I opened my notes app and started documenting. Dates. Times. Financial contributions. Property details. I took screenshots of Jennifer's post and every single comment. She wanted to feel single. I was about to grant that wish in the most literal way possible. Sunday morning arrived with Jennifer still asleep and me already at my laptop. The post had grown overnight. 267 likes. 78 comments. New ones had appeared while we slept. So happy you're prioritizing yourself. Marriage shouldn't make you feel trapped. Then Whitney again. Remember what we talked about at brunch? Sometimes the trash takes itself out. Brunch. Before the spa. So there had been a strategy session. I made coffee. 1 cup. For myself. Then I pulled up Arizona community property laws and started reading. We'd been married 7 years. I'd purchased the house before we married, but refinanced to add her name after the wedding. Big mistake, but I'd wanted her to feel secure. I started calculating. The mortgage balance was $347,000. Current home value around $580,000. That left $233,000 in equity to split. I'd paid 100% of the mortgage. Every single payment. I kept going. Mortgage, utilities, car insurance for both vehicles, property taxes, HOA fees, all maintenance and repairs. Jennifer contributed to groceries sometimes. She paid her own personal expenses, though I subsidized most of them. She bought decorative items for the house. Over 7 years, I'd paid approximately $187,000 more into our household than she had. And I was the dead weight. Jennifer came downstairs at 10:30 in her loungewear, phone already in hand. She saw me at the kitchen table with my coffee and laptop. Morning. Coffee's on the counter if you want to make some. She looked surprised. You didn't make me any? Figured someone who's feeling single and loving it would want to handle their own coffee. Are you seriously still upset about that post? Not upset. Just adjusting expectations based on your stated preferences. You're being ridiculous. It was just a caption. Your friends don't seem to think it's just a caption. They're celebrating your newfound freedom. They're being supportive. Of what exactly? What are they supporting? She was getting frustrated now. My right to feel independent and not suffocated. Suffocated. Interesting word choice. What specifically has been suffocating you? This interrogation. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I kept my voice calm. I'm asking a question about a public post you made. If that's interrogation, we have bigger problems. Jennifer grabbed her phone. I'm going to Whitney's. I need space. Take all the space you need. She was gone in 15 minutes, overnight bag in hand. I called Patricia's emergency line and left a message. She called back within 2 hours. Patricia Mendez. Patricia, it's Brandon Brennan. We met last year at the Johnson retirement party. You handled my colleague Steve's divorce. I remember. What can I do for you? I explained the situation and sent her the screenshots while we talked. This is actually helpful evidence, she said. Shows intent to separate. Arizona is no fault, but this demonstrates her mental separation from the marriage. How fast can we file? I can have papers ready by Tuesday morning. But are you sure? This seems sudden. The post is sudden. Her checking out of the marriage wasn't. I just didn't see it until she announced it to 400 people. Fair enough. Let's meet Monday at 9. Bring all financial documents you can gather. I spent the rest of Sunday afternoon organizing bank statements, mortgage papers, the property deed, insurance policies, credit card statements. I created a detailed spreadsheet of every financial contribution over 7 years. Jennifer texted at 7. Staying at Whitney's tonight. Need to clear my head. I responded, understood. That was it. No follow-up questions. No arguing. Just acknowledgement. Monday morning, I met Patricia at her office in downtown Phoenix. We reviewed everything. The house equity. My 401k, worth $156,000. Her 401k, $43,000. 2 cars. Mine paid off. Hers with a $12,000 loan remaining. Joint savings, $38,000. Joint checking, $8,000. Arizona is community property, Patricia explained. Everything acquired during marriage splits 50-50. What about the $80,000 I put down before we married? That's separate property. We can document that and have it returned to you. She drafted the petition while I waited. Irreconcilable differences. Request for dissolution. Division of community property. Can we file electronically today? Yes. Papers will be ready by 3. Service process takes 24 to 48 hours. Perfect. That afternoon, Jennifer posted to her Instagram story a photo of her and Whitney at lunch. Caption, surrounding myself with people who actually get me. That evening, she posted a carousel from the weekend. The spa, brunch, a sunset photo of her alone. The caption read, sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself. Here's to new beginnings and leaving behind anything that dims your light. The comments poured in. More celebration, more encouragement, more validation of her narrative. Kelsey wrote, already seeing the difference in you. This is the friend I remember from college. Danielle added, Mom and I are so proud of you for finally putting yourself first. I screenshot everything and sent it to Patricia. She responded immediately. This helps our timeline. Shows ongoing pattern. Tuesday morning, the process server found Jennifer at Whitney's apartment. 8:30. Service completed successfully. I received the confirmation email at 8:47. Then I waited. Jennifer's reaction came at 9:15. My phone lit up with texts. What the hell is this? You filed for divorce? Without even talking to me? This is insane. Call me now. I didn't respond. Let her process it. Danielle texted. You can't just blindside her like this. What is wrong with you? Still didn't respond. At 10:30, I opened Instagram. Jennifer's feeling single and loving it post was still up. 423 likes now. I wrote my comment carefully. Granted, you're officially single now. Divorce papers were served this morning. Hope you're loving it as much as you said you would. Then I tagged Patricia Mendez's professional Instagram account. Posted it at 10:33. Turned off my phone notifications. I monitored the explosion from my laptop. Within 5 minutes, 47 new comments appeared. Wait, what? Oh my God, Jennifer, are you okay? This is wild. I did not see this coming. Are those comments from 3 days ago? She was actually married? Someone had already screenshot my comment and was sharing it. The post was going viral in Jennifer's social circle. Kelsey tried to backpedal. Okay, everyone, this is clearly a private matter. Let's give them space. But someone called her out. You literally told her she was carrying dead weight in these comments. Another person, you said, about time you remembered what freedom feels like. Seems like you knew something. Kelsey started deleting her original comments. Too late. People had screenshots. Whitney commented, Brandon, this is manipulative and abusive to do this publicly. I made one more comment. Interesting take, considering your friend publicly announced she felt single while still married. I'm simply confirming her stated preference. Someone else responded to Whitney. How is filing for divorce abusive if she literally posted about feeling single? The comments kept coming. The tone had shifted completely. Wait, so she posted about being single while married and he just made it official? I mean, if my spouse posted that, I'd probably lawyer up too. This is why you don't air your relationship on social media. She played stupid games and won a stupid prize. The original supportive comments looked ridiculous now. People were calling out Kelsey, Whitney, and Danielle for encouraging this. At 11:47, Jennifer posted to her Instagram story. Text on a black background. What's happening is not what it seems. There's always two sides to every story. Please respect our privacy during this difficult time. The response was immediate. Girl, you literally posted about feeling single. Privacy? You made it public yesterday. Maybe don't post about feeling single if you don't want to be single. Whitney tried defending Jennifer on her own page. Posted a story. Reminder that we don't know what happens behind closed doors. Support your friends unconditionally. Someone screenshot it and replied. Supporting your friends doesn't mean encouraging them to blow up their marriage on social media. Kelsey made her account private. Danielle posted, family matters should stay private. Social media is toxic. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Jennifer arrived home at 2:30. Eyes red. Divorce papers in hand. I was in the living room with my laptop, calmly working. You humiliated me, she said. In front of everyone. I looked up. I humiliated you? You posted that you felt single while married to me. You humiliated yourself. That wasn't literal. How many times do I have to say that? If it wasn't literal, why did your friends celebrate it? Why did Danielle call me dead weight? Why did Whitney talk about trash taking itself out? She froze. Caught. They were just being supportive. Of what? Be specific. She sat down, defeated. I was just venting. I felt frustrated. About what specifically? About feeling like I didn't have freedom anymore. Freedom to do what? You went to the spa? You had brunch. You spent the weekend with friends. What freedom were you missing? It's not about activities. It's about feeling trapped. Trapped in what way? Do I control your schedule? Your finances? Your friendships? No, but do I prevent you from working? From pursuing interests? From going out? It's not that simple. Actually, it is. You felt trapped in a marriage. So I'm releasing you from it. You should be thanking me. Jennifer started crying. I didn't actually want a divorce. Then why did you tell 400 people you felt single and loved it? I was just expressing feelings. People do that on social media. And I'm just responding to your expressed feelings. You wanted to feel single. Granted. She had no response to that. I pulled up my laptop and turned it toward her. Let me show you what I've documented. The spreadsheet filled the screen. 7 years of marriage. Total household expenses, $462,000. My contributions, $389,000. Her contributions, $73,000. I've paid for 84% of our life together while you posted about feeling trapped. Jennifer stared at the numbers. I didn't realize. You didn't realize because I never made you realize. I handled everything quietly. The pool filter that broke Thursday? $340. You have no idea because I just fixed it. The irrigation system? $180 in parts. The mortgage payment that hits Friday? $2,847. You've never logged into the account to see it. Money isn't everything. You're right. So let's talk about time. How many hours have you spent maintaining our house? Planning our vacations? Managing our insurance? Handling our taxes? She couldn't answer. Your paycheck goes to what exactly? Spa days? Shopping? Girls' trips? Because it's not going to our mortgage or bills. Silence. The next morning, Jennifer's mother called me. Brandon, honey, what's going on? Danielle said you filed for divorce? Yes, ma'am. Jennifer made it clear through social media that she feels single and loves it. I'm simply honoring her stated preference. But social media posts aren't real. You know how girls talk. With respect, if my feelings about our marriage aren't real when I express them publicly, then I'm not sure what basis we have for communication. She didn't mean it. She's just going through something. Then she should have discussed it with me, her husband, not announced it to Instagram. You're really going through with this? She wanted to feel single. I'm giving her what she wanted. Her mother tried the guilt angle. What about all the years you've been together? What about them? 7 years where I paid for everything and she felt trapped. Doesn't sound like something worth saving. Wednesday evening, my brother Scott called. Dude, I saw the Instagram thing. That was savage. Just stating facts. Her friends are going crazy in the comments. People are calling them out. Not my concern. You really done? Like completely done? Would you stay married to someone who publicly announced they felt single? Hell no. Just making sure you're good. I'm better than good. I'm free. By Thursday, Kelsey and Whitney were fighting with each other publicly. Kelsey posted something vague about real friends telling the truth. Whitney responded that real friends don't encourage you to destroy your marriage over temporary feelings. Jennifer was caught in the middle, posting nothing. That evening, Jennifer tried again. Can we please discuss this like adults? We are. My attorney is discussing it with your attorney. Did you retain one? I can't afford an attorney. That's interesting, considering all the freedom you were celebrating. Where am I supposed to get money for a lawyer? Maybe Kelsey and Whitney can chip in. They were very supportive of your independence. You're being cruel. I'm being logical. You wanted single life. Single people handle their own legal fees. I never actually wanted a divorce. Then what did you want? She was crying now. I don't know. Attention? Validation? To feel like I mattered? You could have asked me for those things. Instead, you asked Instagram. It was a mistake. Yes. And mistakes have consequences. Thursday afternoon, Patricia called with an update. Her attorney says she can't afford representation. Wants to know if you'll help with her legal fees. Absolutely not. Expected. They're requesting spousal support during proceedings. Based on what? She works full-time. Lifestyle maintenance. Says she can't afford the house payment alone. She's not staying in the house. I bought it, I'll keep it. She can have her half of the equity and figure out her own housing. They're also requesting half your 401k. Community property. I expected that, but I want documentation of my separate property return. The $80,000 down payment. Already in the filing. Timeline. Arizona requires a 60-day waiting period from service. If she doesn't contest, Could be done in 90 days. File for expedited proceedings. That evening, Jennifer received the property division proposal. She came to me with the papers, face pale. This is really happening. Yes. I'll have to move out. Find an apartment. On my salary alone. Welcome to single life. Isn't it what you were loving? I didn't think you'd actually. Actually what? Take you seriously? Respect your stated preferences? Honor your feelings? She sat there looking at the papers, the reality settling in. I was stupid. I let my friends get in my head. Yes, you were. And yes, you did. Can we fix this? No. Just like that? No. You didn't break this overnight. You broke it over time. The post just made it public. The comments from your friends showed me this had been brewing for a while. Your sister knew. Kelsey knew. Whitney knew. Everyone knew except me, your husband. They didn't know. I was just venting. For how long? How many brunches? How many spa days? How many conversations about your dead-weight husband? She had no answer. Exactly. This wasn't a mistake. It was a pattern. And I'm done being the only one surprised by your unhappiness. Friday morning, Jennifer made one final Instagram post. A photo of the divorce papers with personal information blurred out. The caption read, "Actions have consequences. Words matter. Social media is not therapy. I learned the hardest possible lesson about respecting my marriage and my partner. If you're unhappy, communicate privately. Don't perform your problems for likes and validation. I destroyed something real for something fake. Don't be me." The comments were surprisingly supportive this time. Thank you for the honesty. This is real growth. Hope you learn from this. Kelsey and Whitney were notably silent. Danielle commented, "Proud of you for owning this, sis. Learn and grow." I saw the post. Felt nothing. Not satisfaction, not anger, not sadness. Just peace. Scott called. She posted again. Pretty mature, actually. Too little, too late. You doing okay? Better than I've been in months. Didn't realize how much energy I was spending on someone who wasn't invested. What's next for you? Keep the house. Focus on work. Maybe date someone who appreciates effort instead of broadcasting complaints. That viral comment, though. You're a legend. I just stated facts. Friday afternoon, Jennifer agreed to all terms. No contest. No fight. She signed the settlement agreement. She had 2 weekends to move out. Took furniture from the guest room, decorative items, her personal belongings. I kept everything I'd paid for. All major furniture, appliances, tools. Danielle helped her move. Not Kelsey or Whitney. That friendship had taken damage. Danielle pulled me aside privately. I shouldn't have commented publicly. I didn't realize the full story. Most people don't. They see the performance, not the reality. 3 days after signing the settlement, I went to the bank. We needed to close the joint accounts and split the assets. Jennifer was supposed to meet me there at 2. She arrived 15 minutes late. We sat across from Amanda Perkins, the branch manager who'd helped us open our joint account 7 years ago. This is never easy, Amanda said, pulling up our accounts on her screen. Joint checking shows $8,200. Joint savings is $38,000. We'll split both 50-50 and transfer to your individual accounts. Jennifer nodded quietly. She'd barely looked at me since arriving. Amanda continued. The mortgage is in both names, but I understand only one party is keeping the residence? I'm keeping the house, I said. She'll be removed from the mortgage as part of the divorce settlement. I'll need documentation from your attorneys for that. In the meantime, we can close these joint accounts and open new ones if needed. Jennifer spoke for the first time. I need to open a new checking account. My paycheck is still depositing to our joint. Our joint. Past tense already. Amanda typed for a moment. Mr. Brennan, I see you have automatic payments set up from this account. Mortgage, utilities, insurance. You'll need to redirect those to your new individual account. Already planned. And Mrs. Brennan, you have several automatic payments as well. Your gym membership, some subscription services. You'll want to update those. Jennifer pulled out her phone and started making notes. Her hands were shaking slightly. The process took 40 minutes, splitting decades of financial entanglement into separate columns. Amanda printed out the final statements showing the transfers. For $1,100 to each of your new checking accounts, she said. $19,000 to each new savings account. Jennifer stared at her paperwork. That's it. That's all I have. That's your half of our joint savings, I said. I know. It's just real now. Amanda excused herself to make copies, leaving us alone in the office. I signed a lease yesterday, Jennifer said. 1 bedroom in Tempe. $900 a month. I didn't respond. My car payment is $360. Insurance is $140. Phone bill is $80. That's almost $1,500 before groceries or utilities. Welcome to budgeting. She looked at me finally. You think I didn't know about money? I think you didn't have to think about it. There's a difference. I work too. I contributed. To decorating. To your personal expenses. Not to keeping our life running. Amanda returned with the documents. We signed everything. Closed the chapter of our joint finances in blue ink and crisp paper. Walking to our cars, Jennifer stopped. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Do you feel anything? About any of this? Relief, mostly. That's it. 7 years, and you feel relieved? You posted that you felt single. I'm giving you what you wanted. Why would I feel bad about that? She got in her car without another word. I drove home thinking about numbers. $19,000 in savings felt like a lot to her because she'd never had to budget for a mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance. She was about to learn what financial independence actually cost. The Tuesday after Jennifer moved out, I had the HOA meeting. Our neighborhood association met monthly at the clubhouse near Camelback Mountain. I'd skipped the last 2 meetings, but this one covered pool regulations and I needed to stay informed. I walked into the clubhouse at 7:20 residents scattered across folding chairs. Sharon Reynolds, our HOA president, stood at the front with her clipboard. She saw me enter and her expression shifted. Uncomfortable. Knowing. I took a seat in the back. We got through pool maintenance and landscaping schedules. Then during open forum, Sharon cleared her throat. I want to address something delicate. Some residents have expressed concern about recent social media activity that's reflected poorly on our community. I looked up. She wasn't making eye contact with me, but everyone else was. We pride ourselves on being a peaceful, private neighborhood, Sharon continued. While we can't control personal matters, we ask that residents keep family issues off public platforms. Linda Morrison, 3 houses down, raised her hand. I think we should just say it. Brandon's divorce became a spectacle online. My daughter showed me the posts. It's embarrassing for all of us. The room went quiet. I stood up. You're right, Linda. It is embarrassing. My wife posted that she felt single while married to me. I responded publicly because she'd made it public. If that embarrasses the HOA, I apologize. But I won't apologize for responding to disrespect with honesty. You tagged your attorney in a comment, Sharon said. That's aggressive. She posted about feeling single to 400 people, which is more aggressive. Robert Fletcher, from the corner lot, spoke up. Look, we all understand divorce is hard. But did you have to make it so public? I didn't make it public. Jennifer did. I just didn't hide from what she started. Linda wasn't done. My daughter's friends are sharing screenshots. They're calling our neighborhood the place where that viral divorce comment happened. It's not the image we want. Then maybe the HOA should have a policy about residents posting their marital complaints on social media before filing, I said. That's what created this situation. Sharon tried to regain control. We're not here to assign blame. We just ask that going forward, everyone be mindful of how their online presence affects property values. Property values? I almost laughed. Jennifer wanted to feel single while living in a house I paid for. That affected our property value plenty. But sure, I'll keep my divorce proceedings off Instagram. That was always the plan. The meeting ended 10 minutes later. No one approached me afterward except Robert. That was harsh in there, he said. Sharon's just trying to keep peace. I get it. But I'm not going to stand there and take blame for responding to what Jennifer started. She wanted this to be public. I just made sure the whole story was public, not just her version. Robert nodded slowly. Fair enough. For what it's worth, if my wife posted that, I'd have done worse than comment on Instagram. I drove home thinking about perception. The HOA was worried about image. Jennifer had been worried about Instagram likes. Everyone was worried about how things looked. I was the only one who cared about how things actually were. A month into the separation, Tom Richards invited me to his backyard barbecue in Paradise Valley. Tom and his wife Grace were couple friends, the kind that usually disappeared during divorce. But Tom called personally. You should come. Grace wants you here. We're not picking sides. Jennifer going to be there? Grace invited her. Don't know if she'll show. I almost declined. But I'd been isolated enough. I showed up at 6 with a six-pack and low expectations. Tom's backyard was crowded. 20 people around the pool, music playing, the smell of burgers on the grill. I recognized most faces. Neighborhood people, mutual friends from our married life. Grace saw me first and pulled me into a hug. Glad you came. Thanks for the invite. Jennifer's not here. Probably won't come. Whitney texted Grace earlier saying they wouldn't make it. That's fine either way. I grabbed a beer and found a spot by the pool. Comfortable silence while Tom worked the grill. Then Kelsey arrived. She didn't see me at first. Came through the back gate with some guy I didn't recognize, laughing at something on her phone. When she looked up, she froze. Brandon. Hi. Kelsey. The guy with her looked between us, sensing tension. I'm going to grab a drink. Kelsey stood there awkwardly. How have you been? Good. You? Fine. Listen, about the Instagram thing. Don't worry about it. No, I need to say this. I shouldn't have commented what I did. I didn't know the whole situation. You knew enough. Jennifer told you enough to call me dead weight. She winced. That was out of line. I was just being supportive. Of her leaving me. Yeah, I got that. Of her feeling heard. That's different. Is it? Because from where I'm standing, you encouraged her to blow up her marriage over temporary feelings. That's not support. That's enabling. Tom called from the grill. Burgers are ready. Kelsey took the escape. I should go find my date. She disappeared into the crowd. Grace appeared at my elbow. That looked tense. She apologized. You accept it? Doesn't matter if I accept it. Damage is done. Grace handed me a burger. For what it's worth, most people here think Jennifer screwed up. That post was ridiculous. And your comment was legendary. Wasn't trying to be legendary. Just honest. Sometimes that's the same thing. Later, by the fire pit, Robert Fletcher from my HOA pulled me aside. He'd clearly had a few beers. Can I ask you something man to man? Sure. Did you know? Before the post? Did you know she was unhappy? No. That's the thing. I thought we were fine. Good, even. That's what scares me. My wife could be posting the same thing tomorrow, and I wouldn't see it coming. If your wife is happy, you'll know. If she's not, you'll know that too. You just have to be paying attention. But you were paying attention. I was paying attention to what she said. I should have been paying attention to what she was saying to everyone else. Robert nodded slowly. That's wise. No, that's hindsight. Wisdom would have been seeing it earlier. The party wound down around 10. I said goodbye to Tom and Grace, thanked them for including me. Drove home feeling more normal than I had in weeks. My phone buzzed at 11. Text from Jennifer. Heard you went to Tom's party. Hope it was okay. I stared at the message. She'd heard. From Kelsey probably. Checking to see if I'd said anything about her. Still worried about perception. I didn't respond. 2 weeks passed. The divorce was on track to be finalized in 75 days. I changed the locks. Reset all passwords. Reclaimed the space. Jennifer was living in a one-bedroom apartment in Tempe, 20 minutes away. Her Instagram activity had dropped to almost nothing. Private account now. Kelsey and Whitney hadn't posted together since the incident. My comment had become a minor meme in relationship advice circles on Twitter and Reddit. Screenshots shared with captions about playing stupid games and winning stupid prizes. Used as a cautionary tale about airing relationship problems publicly. I never commented on any of it. Maintained my privacy going forward. 3 months later, I deleted Instagram entirely. Didn't need it. My focus had shifted to real life, real relationships, real respect. Jennifer sent one final text before the divorce was finalized. I know you don't want to hear from me, but I need to say this. You were right. About everything. I took you for granted. I performed my life instead of living it. My friends encouraged me to see problems that weren't problems. And I destroyed something good because I was too immature to appreciate it. I don't expect forgiveness. I just wanted you to know that I finally understand what I lost. You deserved better than what I gave you. I hope you find someone who recognizes that before it's too late. I waited 3 hours before responding. I hope you've learned that worth isn't declared on social media. It's demonstrated through actions, consistency, and respect. You wanted to feel single. Now you know what single actually costs. I wish you well, Jennifer. Use this lesson better than you used our marriage. That Sunday afternoon, I sat by the pool. The same pool I'd fixed that Saturday morning weeks ago, right before everything changed. The irony wasn't lost on me. She posted about freedom while I was literally maintaining our home. I'd been accepting less than I deserved while she demanded more than she'd earned. I had no regrets about the public comment. Sometimes truth needs to be as public as the lie. I felt lighter now, freer, genuinely single. And unlike Jennifer, I actually appreciated it. She wanted to feel single and love it. I granted her wish. Now we were both free. The difference was simple. I knew what that freedom cost, and I was willing to pay it. Dear listeners, that's our ending. If it resonated, subscribe to support the channel. See you next time.